Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is my top 10 Survivor Series moments. Obviously Survivor Series is coming up, so I wanted to get the top 10 out as soon as possible so then we can maybe do a little bit more watch-alongs and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and that wee beautiful notification bell just like there. Right guys, let's get in it. So the first one, number 10, Jesus God, I forgot to write number 10, I've only wrote 9. I remember what number 10 is. I forgot to write it down, but I've wrote it down in one of my post-it notes. Right, number 10 is the Survivor Series match itself. Now that kind of elimination style match, but they normally, like when it was held at Survivor Series, I always thought that was really cool. 5v5, stuff like that. I honestly thought that was a really cool match. And we would normally get teams of like people you wouldn't normally get teamed up. So I always thought that was really cool, and that's number 10. Number 9 is the Shield debut. The Shield debuting is obviously one of the biggest things that happened today, guys. It changed their career. It really did make them stand out from the crowd. Like, there was so much of the same, if that makes sense. This gave them stood out, and I enjoyed it so much. It really was like I enjoyed watching the debut of the Shield. I thought it was cool, and I did like the Shield as well. So, number 8, we've got Shawn Michaels winning the first ever Elimination Chamber, and this is arguably my favourite Survivor Series of all time. I would probably say it is my favourite Survivor Series of all time. That Elimination Chamber match was great. Seeing Shawn come back and pick up the win was even better. It was just such a great moment. A great moment in history, a great return, a great moment, a great story, a great match. I just loved it. Number 7, we've got The Undertaker's debut, 1990. It wouldn't be a Survivor Series top list if you didn't add one of the best, most creative, well, not the most creative, but one of the best and longest running characters of all time. Really wouldn't be the same if you didn't add that in. So that's number 7. Number 6 is The Rock winning the WWF title and joining the corporation. I loved that tournament because everybody was cheering for The Rock. He was like the baby face, and then just switched round. He was the heel. I fucking loved it, man. I loved that tournament. And he was only in WWE like 2 years at this point, so he was still really green. And that is literally like giving like fucking, I don't know, giving somebody who's like green to the business the championship, which they did do before. Number 5. Stone Cold Steve Austin's attempted murder of Triple H. With like the forklift thing when he picked it up and he drops him over. Honestly, the way they acted was if they murdered him, and then he was like he's fine. Like, I just wrestling. That's number 5. Number 4 is my debut of one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, Sting in WWE. Right, they shafted him. The whole wrestling thing was shit that he done. Getting bet off Triple H made no sense when Undertaker was on the card and we could have had Sting versus Taker. I don't get why they didn't do Sting versus Taker when we could have done it. But the debut was still good. The feelings when he debuted, the thoughts that was going through my head, the fucking, all this stuff like, oh, he's going to go against Taker, he might go against like this person, that person, and all the matches he can have, and it'll be great, but it never really turned out. But at least we got him in WWE for a little bit. And the new rumours are obviously that he might be going to AEW as an agent or a consultant, so who knows what's happening there. But I think personally he's probably just out of wrestling. He's in his 60s now. So, number 3, the Buried Alive match, Taker versus Vince. 2003 Survivor Series is one of my favourites as well. I love this one just because it has one of my favourite moments as of, like, Taker was winning the whole fight. He was just non-stop winning. There was no way that Vince was going to win this. Then Kane comes out, attacks Taker, puts him in, dumps the tractor of dirt on him, Vince is winning, and then the dead man returns. I loved that. Team Austin versus Team Eric Bischoff from the same pay-per-view. Sorry guys, that lighting was doing my tits in there. Team Austin versus Team Eric from the exact same pay-per-view was brilliant. I love the story behind it. Austin having to learn to trust people when he doesn't trust anybody, and putting like his faith into people, then getting bet, Sean just holding on, eliminating everybody, then gets bet at the end, and it was such a great match. And I remember I think I seen this like 2005, but I remember doing this from my head when I first seen it. But and then number one has to be the most controversial thing that ever happened in wrestling: the Montreal Screwjob. It still leaves me speechless to this day, that the fact that they done that. Brett didn't want to drop the belt because he knows he was going to WCW, didn't want to drop the belt, but Vince didn't want him to keep the belt, so he wanted to drop it to Sean. Sean was just there to fucking take advantage of everybody pretty much, wasn't he? But yeah, really was I'm trying to think how you would best describe. Really was like a horrible moment in wrestling. Then when Brett was mouthing WCW and he spit on Vince and stuff like that, it was just a horrible moment in wrestling. It just left fans felt disgusted. Obviously he went on to like pretty much not really get used in WCW correctly, but it was just like, how would you even use him anyway? He just got, do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's my top 10 Survivor Series moments, guys. There's loads more that I could probably go into. Like, I could easily hit out another 10, but these are the ones that I like the best. I would probably say the Survivor Series matches have always been a favourite for myself. When done correctly. There has been a few that are fucking terrible, but when done correctly. But there is a lot that could be desired from some of them. Anyway, guys, are you looking forward to this Survivor Series? Because I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Survivor Series because I like the pay-per-view, but I'm just not looking forward to this year's card. And I think that's a problem with this year in total. Like, just everything is just, nothing really feels there to look forward to. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you here tomorrow. So this weekend we've got a stacked card for myself putting up. I've got SmackDown review tomorrow morning, Royal Rumble 1993 watch along. That's like, first part is up tomorrow like 12:45, and the second part is up at 1:15. Then on Sunday we've got the Raw watch along from the fallout from that Royal Rumble. Check them out, guys. Your support is honestly much appreciated. I love coming on and seeing you guys supporting us. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and that wee notification bell. Right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and hope you enjoy my videos over the weekend.